Hello, good afternoon. Thank you, Toko. Thank you, Daniel, for being here today. Thank you for attending this press conference. We will go, as usual, with the questions from journalists on site first. Raise your hand to get the mic and say your name and name of the media you represent, and then we will go to remote questions. So please, any questions? Down there first, second row after. Paul, the other way around, that's fine.
Hi Daniel, Davide Fumagalli, Eurosport Italia. You think is more easy for you guys of CSKA because you are the reigning champions, or the pressure is the same for every Final Four, for every game? Thanks.
Ciao Davide. Penso che questo sia un evento unico e quindi quando vieni a giocarti una partita secca qua sai che può succedere tutto. Come ha detto il nostro coach, il passato è passato, è passata una stagione interrotta verso il finale lo scorso anno, quindi questa è una stagione nuova. Siamo consapevoli comunque delle nostre potenzialità, del percorso che abbiamo fatto e di chi rappresentiamo. Quindi non sentiamo pressione, siamo qua per giocarcela a viso aperto contro l'Efes. Prego.
Thank you, Daniel. Next question, please.
I have two questions. Ciao Daniel, Massimo Pisi della Repubblica, from Italy. Il passato è passato, voi avete un passato recente in cui eravate una squadra diversa con due giocatori, uno non c'è per infortunio, uno è andato via. Come siete cambiati da quel passato recente, forse come siete migliorati? To Toko, you played twice against Efes this year. It was a 30-plus point defeat for both teams at home. Is there a lesson that those two games gave you for this semifinal, or as Daniel said before, it's a totally different game?
Hi, that's a good question. I would have to agree with Danny. I think it's a totally different game, but we learned many things from the first game that we won and the second game that we lost as well. That from the losing game we learned that we're not gonna start the same way we start the game in Efes, which was not energetic and kind of soft, and we need to hustle a lot, and I think every position should count as a final position for us, because it's only one game and this is what counts right now.
Ciao Massimo, guarda, ovviamente sì, siamo cambiati, oltre a non avere Nicola Milutinov da tanti mesi, Mike è volato negli Stati Uniti, come tutti ben sappiamo, quindi qualche dinamica nella nostra squadra è cambiata. Ciò che non è cambiato in noi forse è l'etica del lavoro, lo spirito e la voglia di stare insieme, nonostante le difficoltà avute durante l'anno. Questo ci ha permesso di giocarci dei buoni playoff e di arrivare qui fiduciosi nel cammino che abbiamo percorso.
Thank you both. More questions, please. First. That's fine. Yeah. Let's go to this.
Begüm Ünal from Trend Basket Turkey. My question is to Tornike, to you. A few years ago, I asked you what was your best EuroLeague moment while you were playing for Baskonia, and you said, I haven't won anything here in EuroLeague, and my best moment is yet to come. In the last Final Four, you were not on the court. So what does this Final Four mean to you personally?
Personally, it means a lot to be able to play and participate in the highest level of the EuroLeague, and hopefully in on Sunday I would have the answer to your question that when I said best is yet to come, I hope that the best is this Final Four. And like we said before, that it's step by step. We need to think the first game as a first final, and we move on from there.
Thank you, Toko. Next question, please.
Hi, Pietro Scibetta, Fatto Quotidiano. Daniel, I've read in a previous interview that this is maybe the best personal moment for you in terms of maturity, in terms of awareness of your own potential, of what you can do. Of course, during the season, your status has changed because of the new balance you have to found, and the responsibility has changed for you. You have to stood up, and we saw it very well also in the playoffs. Euroleague Final Four is as a story of great point guards as the difference makers. Do you feel the same kind of responsibility and excitement coming into this Final Four about yourself?
Ciao Pietro. In English or okay? Look, I feel responsibility every day I put on this jersey. Responsibility towards the club, the coaches, and my teammates. I understand that my role has changed because of situations, but my teammates really helped me to feel comfortable out there on the court. And this confidence helped me to go out there and just play my game. You know, I've been told to be more aggressive, to play my game, and to run the team. And this is simple. I've been trying to do that in practice every day, and this translates in the game. So I would have to say, teammates really helped me, you know, embrace, as you want to say, this new role. But for me, it's nothing new. Whether I come off the bench, whether I play 10 minutes, 15, 35 minutes. It's about doing the right thing on the court and help the team win games. That's all.
Thank you, Daniel. We go to the remote media. I think we have a few questions waiting there. We start with Alexandra Radivojevic from Sport Klub, Serbia.
Okay, hello again to everyone. It can be just Alex for friends, so just to know. I have a question for Toko. Coach Itudis said that he was trying to bring you to CSKA 3 times before. So I want to know what helped you to decide to come to Moscow this year.
Hello. Question. I think the combination of the time was right, and also that think that we agreed on with CSKA that I will be able to play with the national team. This was a decision making for me. Of course, everybody wants to play in a big club like CSKA. This is a maybe one time in life opportunity. But for me, that I'm very happy that I'm today here, and also at the same time able to participate in the national team games.
Thank you, Toko. Thanks, Alexandra. We go with Francesco Bertoli from Basketball Evolution in Italy, please.
Morning. I got one question for Toko and one for Daniel. For Toko, I would like to ask you about your season. You start with alongside Nikola Milutinov, and now you are alone because he's out for injury. So what's changed, and are you more involved in the team and more, much clutch? And for Daniel, it's CSKA against Efes, but your matchup against me, the MVP Mitis, is more interesting. So can you tell me about this matchup against him, please? Thank you. And bocca al lupo.
I think it's CSKA against Efes, punto. I mean, there's not much to say. There are some elite matchups throughout the court. You know, both teams have a lot of great players on their rosters and players that can make the difference on both sides of the court. So, you know, we don't have to only look at Heket, Mitsis, Šengelija, Morman, or Voigtman, Dunston, for example. You know, there's Bebois, Simon, many players who can make difference and step up for both teams. So we will see about the matchups tomorrow.
Yeah, for me, I always try to play the same way, which is bringing the energy and facilitate to my teammates and also be aggressive at the same time. And having Nico down there with me, of course, was helping me a lot, but at the same time have Jojo as a pop player and take his defender out and not be able to help and double team defensively, it also helps. So I can quite adjust in any type of duo you want to call that the other big men to have, and I think throughout the season we proved it that all of the guys can play with everybody, you know. So.
Thank you both. Next question from Lithuania, Donatas Urbonas from 15 Minutes, please.
I have a question for Toko. First of all, I'm glad to see you, Toko, finally healthy for the Final Four. And I was wondering, how do you try to prepare mentally for your first Final Four appearance? And how Coach Itoudis is trying to teach you guys what he tries to emphasize in the locker room and on the court before this weekend?
Me personally, mentally, I just try to not be overexcited. You know, these excited moments and a lot of feelings is running through our bodies and our minds, and I just try to, you know, like stay calm and stay never too high, never too low type of mentality, you know, and approach this game like the final. You know, this is what we work for, and here we are now, you know, and we have to play. And Coach Itoudis has done a great job talking to us personally and as a team as well. Obviously, he has a lot of experience to this type of games and tournaments, and I think he's doing a great job to see what players need, what kind of motivation, and he talks to them personally, you know.
Okay, so we go to Antonis Strogilakis, Eurohoops. Please, whenever you want.
Hello, guys. Congratulations for making the Final Four. I have a question to either of you, perhaps, even though you are not among the most veteran players of CSKA. This is perhaps the first time in ages that CSKA is not considered the heavy favorite in the Final Four. I mean, if you see polls by fans, etc., they all believe that FS is the favorite. This is the overall sentiment. Does this unload some of the pressure for you guys? Does it feel a bit more liberating, perhaps?
For me personally, to be honest, in the Final Fours, even when I was watching from outside many Final Fours, there was no favorites. There is only one game. Anything can happen. And as much as pressure goes, I think we already have enough pressure or motivation, let's call it motivation, just to go out and play. You know, like we don't attract extra attention from outside and say, from the media, and say who is the favorite and who is not. We're just gonna go out there and play our best game.
I agree. You agree with him? Okay. So 2 last questions. The first one coming from Italy again, Matteo Andreani from Basket Inside, please.
Hello, everyone. And I have a question for Danijel. Ciao, Dani. 2 different completely match between CSKA and FS in the regular season, plus 30 and minus 30. Is this the right match we can watch a match with a lot of balance, not a team that win by a lot of points?
Well, I really hope so. I really hope so. And you got to understand that this was a pivotal game for both teams, I think, during the regular season, for them and for us. I can speak on our side. We had a pretty good video session after this trip to Istanbul when we came back to Moscow, and we remember very well what was said and what we saw on the video session. So in a very humble and respectful way. We will try to go out there and fight. It's one game. We are down the road of a long journey, so we will try to honor this journey by fighting with all we have inside of us.
Thank you, Daniel. Last question from Lorenzo Lubrano from Italy. Please go ahead. Radio Blah Blah Network.
Hi, everyone. I have a question to Danijel Heket. Daniel, I ask you, for your teams, it's a tough season, not all for your teams, but for all EuroLeague teams. How is important, Coach Itoudis, to overcome different situations and problems that you have during the season? Thanks.
I understood the second part of the question, but you know, Coach Itoudis is very important for us. I mean, the fact that he's been in so many Final Fours and raised so many trophies as a coach and as an assistant coach is a book full of experience for all of us. He's very hungry to teach his players the right way to play the game and how to be successful out there. So, you know, we try to follow his lead and do the right things out there on the court, staying together.
Thanks.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Thank you, everyone, for attending. Toko, Daniel, thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.